Okay. All right, we finally started. Oh my gosh, I think I forgot how to start recording on that big camera. Anyway, hello everybody and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I hope all of you are doing very well. This is going to be a video I'm going to be doing. I should have posted this yesterday, but yesterday I didn't have the time to record and I've been kind of really busy. So I decided to do it now. Today is of course Thursday. I don't even know what time it is. Where is my phone? Oh well, don't know. So hang on one second. It is 6:30 something. I decided to do this video because I got a lot of requests from I'm recording with two cameras. Okay, so this one I'm going to turn it down towards my table most likely, so you can see the cards better. This is a reading for Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, the big brouhaha that's going on about how the letter has surfaced and, you know, all that good stuff. So quite a few of my subscribers had emailed me asking me to do a reading, and a lot of you folks had also left messages asking for me to do a reading, etc. So I decided to do this. There was one of you, I'm sure, give me 1 second. I think there was one particular lady here who had sent me an email. I'm just going to mention her first name is Wilma. Okay, I think it's her first name. Maybe it's just a pseudonym kind of thing or whatever. Alias, pseudonym. What the hell am I talking about? Alias. So she had asked me to do a reading, and a lot of y'all actually had, asked me to do a reading for this case. So I was like, yeah, okay, I will do it. So let's get on with this. We'll see what's going on. Anyway, I kind of got sidetracked there for a second. So I'm sure y'all watched all my other videos I had done of this Gabby Petito case, and a lot of y'all had emailed me and said, oh my God, Kirtana, everything you said has come to transpire, and people are so pay attention, which is awesome, because I've got emails from some of you folks where y'all have done the timelines, like when did I post the videos, and when was the information released, etc. So for me, I appreciate you all being so diligent in actually doing that research and knowing all of that stuff, the timelines, etc. When I posted, did I post a video after the fact that the news had come out, or before, or whatever? So anyway, I take a lot of pride in what I do. I don't filter, and sometimes what I say may not necessarily be what people are wanting to hear, but it is what it is, right? I will state that these are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own due diligence, do your own research, form your own conclusions, and these videos are just for entertainment purposes, okay? So yeah, when you look at the timelines, I was quite surprised actually, because I did the readings and I forgot all about it, because I had so many things going on, and I was also traveling at that time internationally, and then I started getting these emails, oh my God, did you hear this came out on the news today, and you called it and all that. So that validation makes me feel good. Anyhow, having said all of that, let me stop hopping about that. Let's get started. So I just took Gabby's name as Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie's name as Brian Laundrie. We know Gabby's birthday is March, hang on, I need my glasses, March 19th, 1999, and she died, date of death has been released as September 19th, 2021. Brian Laundrie was born on November 18th, 1997, and his date of death has been released as October 20th, 2021. So basically a month and a day after Gabby passed. So I had called it. I said, this guy is going to off himself, anywho, let's leave all that stuff. Let's get on with it. So she's a Pisces sun, okay, and she died in the Virgo season. He is a Scorpio sun, and he died in the Libra season. So I'm going to do something a little bit different today. And can you all see, I have a whole bunch of stuff going on here. I have two sets of these, right? I'm going to be utilizing these, right? I have two sets, and I will draw a couple of cards for her, I draw a couple of cards for him, and see what the situation is at this time for them, right? And see, and the reason I say them is because this case is really all about Gabby, right? And of course, Doofus is, Brian Laundrie is involved. I had called it. I said the parents are like, hiding a lot, and I had also said things about his sister's role in the whole process. Why she was kind of not too involved in this, because if you know too much, you can get into serious trouble. They were kind of protecting her a little bit and trying to keep her distant, and then of course it's crazy. I mean, I did say that the parents are going to go, Gabby's parents are going to go after them in a civil suit. So now people are saying, since all that letter and all that has come out, what is going to happen? So let's do this. I'll pull a couple cards for him, and for her, and for him, and then some commonalities, or rather some other cards, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so am I jabbering? Yeah, I think I am. I should get on with this reading. So this is for Gabby. We have Virgo. She did die in the Virgo season. We all know that, right? Her date of death has been declared as September 19, 2021. Obviously, this information I got from the Google or whatever. So fire. His second house is Sagittarius, if you based on what I'm seeing. No. Yeah, it will be Sag. One more card. Gemini. Oh, interesting. Okay, when I did the math for her, we have 5th house, and 6th house active. And for him, I have 1st house, 2nd house, and 8th house active. So his 1st house is Scorpio, 2nd house is Sag, and 8th house is Gemini. What are the odds that she will have Gemini here? And she will also draw the fire sign, which is, yeah, agreed, Aries, Scorpio, or Sag. Now, let's take a look and see. Taurus, right? That doesn't want to come out. Water, by water. I'm sure his death was close to water, not by water. Moon card, of course, we know. It's all about the emotions, etc. So I hope you can hear me well. My voice is not too loud today. I'm kind of feeling a little bit like still recovering from whatever. So I'm not really weak, but just a bit run down. So let's take it from the top. She has Virgo, right? So what is Virgo? Virgo is ruled by Gemini, and she also, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Yeah, we got Mercury, and she has a fire card. Virgo is ruled by Gemini, and she has a fire card, and she has Gemini. So Virgo is the 6th house in the zodiac. Now, Gabby is a Pisces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Virgo becomes a 7th house, right? So 7th house aspects are, partnerships, friends, marriage, partners, contracts, and relationships, right? Then remember, I had said she had 5th house, and 6th house also active. So 5th house talks about speculation, okay, love affairs, kids, etc. And 6th house talks about work, health, discipline, and habits. 6th house also talks about enemies and diseases. And then we have Gemini, right? Gemini is the 3rd sign in the zodiac, and the 3rd house stands for communication, immediate environment, short trips, adventures. Okay, so that's for her. Now here we have for him Taurus, which is the 2nd house. 2nd house is all about money, job, family, values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income. Then we have the water sign, okay, which is 6, okay, and 6 is, as we said, for him, I got the 1st, 2nd, and 8th house actives, right? So if we say he's a water sign himself because he's a Scorpio sun. And then we have the moon, which is also again significant of the water, whatever, right? Water. So let's take a look. So 2nd house for him, Taurus. Now he's a Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh house for him. Seventh house is going to be, again, see, both of them have the seventh house aspects. For her, the seventh house is also popped up, right? Seventh house talks about friends, marriage, partners, contracts, and relationships. And then followed by that, you have the moon card. See, for her, she would have been very, very, for her seventh house is Virgo, which is Mercury and fire. So that talks about being very passionate as far as relationships are concerned, being very, Mercury is hard to handle. So could be kind of, I wouldn't call it aggressive, but being very, wanting to take things forward really fast. But for him, on the other side, his seventh house is Taurus, and Taurus, as we all know, can be a little bit stubborn. Taurus can also be a little bit excessively cognizant, excessively focused on the luxuries, the benefits of being in a relationship, right? And that sort of a thing. And then you have water. Okay, for him it was all about, okay, emotionally, is it going to satisfy me? How long is it going to satisfy me? Once I'm emotionally satisfied and fulfilled as far as this relationship is concerned, the moon card is in the traditional tarot Pisces card. For me, this is a no card. And he's like, once I'm done getting over this, like emotionally detaching myself from this relationship because I'm over and done with this relationship, it doesn't behove me anymore, I'm not interested in anymore, I have no problem walking away or eliminating or cutting ties as far as this relationship is concerned. We're dynamic, yeah, sure, you look at their videos and all, it's all about, oh, I love you, you love me kind of a thing. But I don't think from the very beginning he was as vested in her as she was in him. She most certainly wanted more out of this relationship than he was. Even if they had survived, even if they did not have this unfortunate, even if she did not have this unfortunate incident, I shouldn't say they, because for him, I'm mad that he offed himself. I wish he hadn't. But for her, this is very unfortunate. Even if she had survived this, even if this hadn't occurred, I don't foresee this relationship going on to be more permanent, going on to be, oh, they're going to get married and be happily ever after. I don't foresee that happening, okay? What am I doing? Here, let me see. Okay, at least some of my cards you can see. Right, you may not be able to see everything. Oh, you know what? Here, let's do this. There we go. This is for him and this is for her. That way you can see the cards, okay? It's probably going to change because I have so many things going on. But anyway, so I do believe this relationship would not have lasted for long. Even if they had gotten married, soon enough they would have parted ways. This is not a relationship that would have survived. Now, a lot of people may say, well, she is a Pisces and he's a Scorpio, both are water signs, why can't they get along? Not necessarily. Just because two people are of the same element doesn't mean you're going to get along really well. The same way we have a lot of relationships with both the husband and the wife, or I shouldn't say husband and wife, both partners of the same sun sign, and some of them are very successful. They go on to have very happy relationship, long-term relationships. For some others, the relationships don't last. They either get along really fine or they butt head really, really almost always. So, it depends on what other aspects are there in the chart, what are the elements and what are the stars, where they are placed in the house. So then you can see the balance. But I do not think that this relationship would have gone on to survive and be, long-term kind of a relationship. I don't think so. Let me put this over here because that is what I had taken for him. And this is for here, over here, so I don't get confused. So it would not see, but then again, with this Gemini card, I do believe there is a little bit of duality, there is a little bit of flightiness, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's like quick to change, wanting to experience, she would be more flexible between the two of them. He is more he did not have the ability to be flexible, a little bit more staunch, a little bit more stubborn, a little bit more stuck in his ways. Also, I'm going to say, as much as he was a Scorpion, there is a great aspect of great element or great percentage of him being very insecure too. I do believe quite a lot of insecurity. So hang on one second. So 32, which is 5, 24, 30, 31, which is 4, 5 and 4th house. See, 24, 34, 38, 39, 40, for him 4th house. So mother, home, property values, etc., property, emotions, family roots, all these things are very high. So his tie to the mother is very, very strong. For her, it is 23, 29, 30, 31, 32, 5. For her, it is all about love, of course, speculation too, and kids. I wouldn't be surprised if they might have had a lot of conversations of, as soon as we get, I do believe they were engaged, that as soon as we get married, we're going to have kids. I mean, she was quite keen on it. I'm not so sure he was. Really, I don't think he was or wanted to. The Fool card. See, it's almost like, he was, okay, I'm going to say it. For him, this was like a starter relationship. Gabby would have been a starter wife for him if they had continued, if they were still in the physical world. He would have had no intentions of continuing this relationship, because he always lot of insecurity. He always felt that Gabby was so much more than him, and because of those insecurities, he felt that he wasn't good enough for her, and he would have always felt so. At some point in time, that would have accumulated, that animosity, that anger, that lacking of self-worth, etc., would have bubbled over, and this whole thing would have blown up. For him, his mother is a very, very strong influence in his life from the very beginning. There is no doubting that. Absolutely no doubting that. Okay, then we have, as I say, look, we have, wait, I should show it there. I'm sorry, y'all, because I have two cameras going. I'm like, okay, which one? So for him, it's Empress, the mother card, right? For her, it's all about wanting the freedom. Of course, the Fool card is, we know, ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is all about sudden changes and shocks. And then you have the Gemini card, which is Mercury, wanting to change, a little bit of shock value. She did enjoy that little bit of drama and a little bit of shock value type of thing, but not in any way, shape or form was it like meant to cause anybody harm or stress, right? At all. Oh my God, y'all, seriously. I have to go get a box of tissues. Oh my God. So for him, with 3, the Empress card popping up, this definitely signifies mother for him. And the Empress card in the tarot is Venus. It talks about love, comfort, art, security, all that stuff, and luxury and all that, having that security, feeling that always having this individual be nurturing. His relationship with his mother is something else. I'm serious, it is completely something else. Weird. So let's leave that and let's get some cards, and let's I'll do this quick. I don't know how long this video is going to go, but I'm going to go as far as long as my energy is, or the energy my guides are like talking to me. Again, y'all, these are my observations and my opinions. You obviously will have your own observations and your own opinions, which is fine. And again, please know that you don't have to agree. That's totally okay, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so let's go. We have the Knight of Clubs. Okay. This guy got mixed up in this. This is the Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to put this back. When I shuffle that deck, I'm going to use it. Let's see if the Ten of Pentacles is going to pop up. If it's meant to be, it'll pop up. If not, not. Then we have the Hermit card, right? Going to pull out a couple more. Actually, let's do this. We have the Empress here. Incredible, right? Oh, we have the Four of Clubs, right? In other words, Four of Wands again signifies home. Okay. We have the Five of Clubs, which is Five of Wands. Let me put that there, just so you all can see all of this. Okay. Oh, two cards. We'll take them both. We have the Star card, right? And then we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so we're going to keep them like so because they popped out together. All right, so let's take a look. We have Knight of Clubs. Clubs is Wands energy, right? So what is the Knight of Wands all about? Knight of Wands is being free-spirited, having that creativity, having that flexibility, and also lust. Okay, lust as in could be a lust for life, could be a lust for I don't know, anything, lust for sex, lust for life, lust for just wanting to go and be free and enjoy and do whatever, right? Remember, we got the Fool card for her. I'm not surprised because for her, that lust for life, let's put it that way, is very, very great. And she was not afraid to be adventurous. Surprise, surprise, being a Pisces, right? You would think that Pisces are like very, what's the word? Not so adventurous, but remember, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Pisces is ruled by Neptune too. So when you look at it that way, I'm not surprised that she was so adventurous. She really had this lust for life. I want to go, I want to live life, and physical stuff and travel and that sort of a thing, like being physically active and physically moving all the time. Not at all surprised. Then we have the Empress card for her. Again, the Empress is Venus. It signifies mother. It does talk about love, comfort, and security. It also talks about having the luxury, yes, pregnancy, abundance, this, that, and the other. For her, I will say she most certainly wanted to advance, go forward in this relationship. Whatever drama that they might have had with each other, she was so into him more than he ever was or ever would have been. She still wanted to, and it's also about creation, right? Wanting to go on and create with him, right? So she was all about that. And then we have the Five of Clubs. Five of Clubs is again the Five of Wands. There were challenges, there were obstacles, okay, for her as far as this relationship was concerned. So I'm not surprised at all. This computer had better be recording. If not, I'm going to have a fit. Because sometimes it has a fit and it stops recording midway, or it records and then when I go back to save it, I can't find the file. This is the photo booth software on this Apple computer. Anywho, I'm recording with the big camera, so either way, we're good. So that's as far as her is concerned. Now for him, we have the Hermit card, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Star and the Page of Cups. Now here's the thing. Now I don't know what the birth dates are for his parents and his sister. I didn't go into all of that. Now, what is the Hermit card, right? As we know, the Hermit card is Virgo. It's being analytical. It's having thinking things, overthinking, going inwards, trying to figure things out, being a little bit secretive even, because you want to go huddle in a corner. You don't want to be bothered. You have a lot of things going through your mind. You are wanting to think, overthink, analyze, cut it this way, that way, in 20 different ways, and searching for a solution, or trying to find a answer to your question, knowing very well what the answer is, but still trying to find a justification, trying to justify your thoughts, your actions, your deeds. And then he has the Four of Clubs, which is Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is about homecoming, celebration, family, friends, reunions, etc. So for him, this to me clearly tells me, this card also signifies hiding, right? So going home to hide away from, or stay away, or keep away from all the drama that was going on, going home, hiding there to figure things out and to sort things out. You have Water here and you have the Moon card here. Again, remember, the Moon card is Pisces, yes, but also thinking about her. Now, she is a Pisces, remember, thinking about her, being very emotional about her, going home and trying to sort out your emotions and trying to figure out whether, trying to justify your actions and your thoughts and your deeds to yourself with regards to her, which is, and she's a Pisces. And this is homecoming, going home, okay, reuniting with the family members, which is father, mother, and sister. So going home to them, again, wanting to figure things out. And again, remember earlier I had said fourth house. Fourth house is emotions, it's home, it's mother, family roots, it's affairs at the end of life. So he definitely went home to hide away, to figure out what he was going to do, what his actions were going to be, what his next step was. And then we have the star card. Now the star card is an Aquarius card. Keep in mind, if she's a Pisces, Aquarius is her 12th house, and if he is a Scorpio, 1, 2, 3, 4, Aquarius is the 4th house. So for her, if Aquarius is the 12th house talks about karma, hidden supports, institutions, etc. And for him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th house is Aquarius. 4th house is again what? 4th house signifies mother. So going, and what is the Aquarius card? What does the star card talk about? The star card, as we know, talks about hope, inspiration from an unexpected source. The star card talks about, getting that help, wanting that help, reaching out and hoping that you would get that help. Again, the 4th house aspect, remember, because for him, Aquarius is the 4th house, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this tells me that the whole purpose of going back home and doing all this hermit business and the 4 of clubs business, etc., it's all about wanting to go home and reconnect with the mother, because he kind of was so confident his mother was going to bail him out of this. Mother is more involved in this than the father is. Between the two of them, now don't get me wrong, the whole family is responsible. I would say even the attorney for hiding stuff, because the attorney very well knew what the heck was going on. But it is really the mother who pretty much, so this is how I see it. This conversation, definitely, as much as, the father, whatever the old man's name is, oh my God, what have you done, son? But yet there was a moment, there was a flash, there was a micro millisecond of him saying, no, this is not right. But the mother from the very get-go was like, no, we are going to do everything we possibly can to make sure he's going to be fine. So in other words, like, I don't care, we're just going to help him out of this. I don't care, we're just going to help him. Like, so pretty much overriding her husband. So anyhow, then we have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups, as we know, is coming up with new ideas, new offer. And again, cups, we can say, yeah, it is love and emotional offer, etc. Now both of them are water signs, so I would say this new emotional offer, this new opportunity, hey, maybe we can do this, new idea, new thought, okay, this is what we can do. It's literally bringing a new emotional offer, an offer that could be emotional, an opportunity, an idea. Let me bring this to you, to your attention. I know this is going to be emotional. It could emotionally fulfill you or not, but anyhow, I am going to, bring this to you. Now, this is giving me the chills. If I'm going to show it in both the cameras, you see that little fishy here? I'm going to show it in both the cameras. You see that little fishy in his, what is that? He's got like a little cup and there's a fishy in that cup. You see it? That is a Pisces. And who is a Pisces here? Gabby Petito. Need I say more? No. So, man, I tell you, this is so like frustrating and so, oh, that didn't shuffle well because I was trying to shuffle here. Here, let me see. Right. Let me shuffle this here. You can still see it. I'm just, I don't want to mess this layout here. Very proud of myself for this layout. Remember the Ten of Pentacles card was stuck here, and I took it out and I said, I'm going to put it back, and and I shuffled this, I'm using this card, and if it comes back, it'll come back. If not, it not. Hello. Okay, you know what? That was a bit odd. Let me just. If they're meant to come back, they'll come back. If not, not. Okay, So we have the Knight of Swords, right? I'm just going to leave that there. We have the Queen of Pentacles, right? I think I should just show it on one camera, because then it'll make everybody dizzy, I suppose. Sorry, y'all. Hermit card. Oh my God. And then we have the Empress. How many times has this Empress come up? One, right? The Empress here and here. This is a very, see, when cards are like, I've used how many decks? 1, 2, 3, 4 decks, right? Out of 4 decks, we have 1, 2, 3 Empress cards pop up. So of course this deck, this deck, there is no Empress card in it. Okay, that's a different kind of a deck. But the fact that the Empress card has popped out so many times, I wouldn't be surprised if worst case scenario, if anything were if between the father and the mother, anybody were to go down, it would be the mother, Brian Laundries. I'm also going to say, okay, now these are the common cards, just so you know, okay. I'm also going to say we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, it talks about a lot of change, a lot of talking, bringing quick changes, news coming, really quick changes. And then it's the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Pentacles, it talks about somebody who has who's self-sufficient, who has the ability to take care of herself, prosperity, and be domestic and be grounding. Again, when we talk about Pentacles, it's usually earth sign, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, right? And earth signs typically are, the women, it's all about taking care of the family, the home, the hearth, etc. So when we talk about Queen of Pentacles, I wouldn't be surprised if this Queen of Pentacles energy is what's her face's name, Roberta Laundrie, and then we have the Hermit card and the Empress card again. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a quick reach, there was a really reaching out to really quickly, expecting something to come about from reaching out to Roberta Laundrie. However, so that they could take action and they could move forward and process this whole situation and try to come to an agreement or a conclusion or get their questions answered, etc. But they were hoping that she would respond, but she didn't. Now you see the eagle flying, the birds indicate messages, etc. This need to quickly get messages, etc. was not delivered. However, messages being quickly given to her, to Roberta Laundrie, messages went to her, yes. So the Petito family reaching out, all that I agree, but her wanting to give back information, absolutely not, because this card, the Pentacle cards, also talks a little bit about stubbornness, being stubborn and not wanting to, having a little bit of pride and ego, and I'm not going to talk to them, I don't have to explain to them, and being stubborn and refusing to acknowledge. Then we have the Hermit card all over again. 2 hermits have popped up, right? And then we have the Empress card. So for me, this Hermit card is saying a lot of work went on inside, on the quiet, on the down low. A lot of work, control. Oh my God, she basically controlled the whole dang thing, okay? A lot of information, a lot of conversations, a lot of back and forth, a lot of talking, a lot of how do we go about this, what do we do, etc., etc. This card to me tells me that practically manipulating the whole process, like the whole incident, like I wouldn't be surprised if Roberta really had the control. She really had control, and she was like, this is how this is going to go down. I don't know based on the cards. No, don't get me wrong. His father was also responsible, but I think she's more the driving force, if you will. Now, I will also say that from on Gavi's side, the Empress also signifies the mother. So I'm sure she too, being a very strong person, clashed with this fool, this Roberta, okay? And so there was a clashing of personalities as well. There was a great need to reach out and at least pitch the emotional aspect. You're a parent, I'm a parent, help me. But there's, as much as they were both on the same level as empresses, let's say, same station, like I said earlier, sometimes people of the same sign absolutely don't get along. It's like egos clash. When egos clash, it's like, mm-mm. So there was absolutely none of that give and take of information, as much as she might have tried. But here's the thing. See, here again you have the Five of Clubs. So anyway, here's the thing. In the middle over here, when I see the Hermit card, it talks about being a snake in the grass. And you know who I think is the snake in the grass in this whole thing? Who could have actually come out and who could have actually helped? Forget Brian's parents, but the one person who could have actually come out and really helped and saved her behind, I believe, is Brian's sister. She could have come out, and I believe she played dirty as well. Yes, they did a lot to protect her and shield her, because it was almost like, the less you know, the better for you. But really, you know how she played all innocent in that one interview I saw on TV? Well, I'm sure all of you all did too, where she's like, I don't know anything about it. Oh, hell, girl, you knew. Who are you fibbing to? Who you, like, seriously, we can see right through you. Stop. Right? Oh, I didn't know, we just visited and something and bullcrap. That was an opportunity for you to say goodbye to your brother, because it was like you may never see him you may not see him for a long time. Like, either the choice was send him overseas, which means he would have gone totally cut off communication from the family. So this is an opportunity, say goodbye, because you may not meet him for a long time. Or, as we know, that he offed himself, right? So she played dirty. She could have come forward. She could have she could have taken the control from her mother and said, heck with this, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to call up Gabby's parents and talk to them. Now, whatever her face's name is, Brian's sister, she has kids. She never thought about that now, did she? Brian's mother is a very controlling person. I wouldn't be surprised if she even threw like, oh, if you want to see even a penny of your inheritance, you better listen to. I wouldn't be surprised if she said that. I wouldn't be surprised. Six of Pentacles, as I say that. Six of Pentacles is give and take, okay? Six of Pentacles is give and take, exchanging, like, I'll give you this, you give me this, okay? It talks about generosity, it talks about helping others, etc. But it's most certainly give and take. Look at this card. Just look at the picture. Look at this. I'm showing it in both. Sorry, y'all, I don't mean to make y'all dizzy. I'm just showing it in both the cameras. It's like this guy, he's weighing it. He's like, okay, you better listen to me or you're not going to get any of your inheritance. So I'm sure. Hey, I'm going to say that if people are going, oh, this, that, like I said, these are my opinions. If you don't like it, you can hike it. And also, this is, do your own diligence, form your own conclusions, etc., etc. And if you don't like it, don't watch. Plain and simple, right? So that's what I think. I really think his sister, if nothing else, she could have stepped forth and she could have said, no, hold on, mom, hold on, dad. This is absolutely wrong. I have 2 kids myself. I would not like it. How would you feel if this had happened to me, your daughter? No, I'm going to go and say something about it. She could have. Why didn't she? Why the heck didn't she? Seriously, why didn't she, y'all? That's the part that pisses me off. It's like, yeah, sure, Brian was your brother, whatever. But you could have stepped forward and said, this is absolutely bullcrap. I'm going to have to go to the police or go to her parents or whatever, right? Yeah, I don't have my box of tissue. I have to go get it. I keep thinking about it, but then it's in the... So I'm just going to use this for my allergies. So now we'll do another set, okay? I don't know what the attorney's name is, and I should have looked it up so I could have done something. But we won't, Brian's attorney. So what we'll do is we'll pull some cards for him, the attorney, Brian's attorney, okay, and see. Let me start with the photo booth. I've realized that I have to, if I record like shorter videos, 15-20 minute videos, they don't get erased. If I record long videos, then it'll record like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, like that. Then what happens, it records, it shows as it's recording. Once the recording is over and I stop it and go back to, you know, save it so I can upload it, it shows 00.00, which is like nothing's there. I've called Apple so many times and I'm like so annoyed with them. But anywho, another thing I wanted to say is to all my subscribers, thank you so very much for your ongoing support and for your kind words and messages. I really do appreciate you all. I know it has been a little bit scarce, my videos, right? And I had a lot of people leaving comments saying that, Kirtana, you've changed your content so much, what's going on, etc. Y'all, I just got a little bit too sidetracked with certain health issues, so I made a lot of changes. But I do, and I will continue to post videos. I do intend to go back to my original format, right? Posting videos every day of the week, that sort of a thing. And also posting videos for the weeklies and monthlies. Although on my website, you know, for those who have subscribed and who paid, they get like in-depth weekly and monthly readings. So what I'm going to be posting on the channel is going to be brief, like a edited version of it. So if you want to see the full extended, I don't have Vimeo and whatever the other thing is, I don't have that. You just need to go to my website and of course, you know, watch it there. If you subscribe, of course, you know, you get to see, let's say for example, you subscribe for the week ahead readings, right? You pick a sign, let's say you pick a Scorpio, right? You pick a sign for whatever you pay, which is less than 60 cents a day actually. 60 cents a day, it's $30 for 52 weeks of week ahead reading. So whenever you start from that week onwards, 52 weeks of week ahead readings you will have access to. You can go back and watch it anytime. It's not like you view it once and the video is gone. Like it's like a library. You can go back and watch it any number of times. Now same thing goes for those who subscribe for the monthly videos. Of course the monthly subscription is a little bit higher. Same thing, you get 12 months worth of month ahead readings. Okay, now for the month ahead readings, I go really in depth. I do general energy for the month. I do break it down to finance. I break it down to relationships. And finance is either you are employee or you have your own business. Relationships is for those who are in a committed relationship and or single. So I break it down like that, and it's pretty in depth. I also recommend that you just go and register on the website. It's free. If you want to become a member, just to become a member, we'll send you an email, and once you verify your account, I post a lot of videos on my website, free videos, right? So general stuff. I may suddenly wake up and say, hey, you know, I'm going to do a 20-minute reading on XYZ subject, and I don't want to post it on YouTube just because I don't. It's going to be exclusive for my real family. I just assign those videos free of cost. So that is there as well. And for those of you who are interested, and this is for subscribers and invitation only, every last Saturday of the month at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 1100 hours Central Standard Time, I have a Zoom meeting. We have it for about 2.5 hours, where it's an open forum. We can discuss any subject you want, a lot of questions and answers with regards to esoteric stuff, you know, anything within the realm of tarot, astrology, esoteria, that sort of stuff. And I also teach a lot of candle work, etc., and that sort of stuff. So feel free. Again, you have to be a subscriber, and that's on invitation only. All right, enough of gabbing. Let's go. Now, this is for the Brian Laundries, or his family's, the attorney who's representing the Laundrie family. Let's see what we have for this doofus. Uranus. Okay, as you can see, Uranus. We have Aquarius. Not surprised, right? I don't know his name. I don't know his date of birth. And we have the Earth card. Okay, this case is going to get buried. It's going to bury this guy, basically. So let's talk about Uranus. Well, of course, Uranus rules Aquarius, right? Uranus is sudden changes and shocks. As we know, Aquarius is the 11th house of 11th sign in the zodiac, and the 11th house is all about like-minded people, groups, and friends. As I've been saying from the very beginning, the attorney is a known member to the family. They are more like friends. I do not know how, from a legal perspective, how he is able to represent both Brian and the husband and wife, like both, like the parents as well as the son. I don't know how he's able to represent both parties, if you will, because the parents would be considered as one party, right? I think. So I'm surprised. Like-minded people, groups, and friends. The attorney definitely was in the loop from the very beginning. I do not for a moment think or believe that, oh, I didn't know anything, I'm just representing them, I'm just the attorney. Well, bullcrap, honey. You can hush your mouth and sit down, right? Because he is definitely a friend of the family, an associate of the family, connected one way or the other, right? Not just purely on a professional level, as acquaintances or friends or whatever. And there has been some help, quite a bit of help, that the attorney has extended to the family with regards to this whole drama about Brian, okay? I will also go so far as to say the attorney has most certainly given them some instructions as to what to do, how to go. But I don't believe for a moment that this attorney is clean. No. So let's take it down. Again, second house. Okay, let's see. Hang on. 26, 46, 56, 57, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12th house. Karma, hidden supports, and institutions. Ooh. Karma, hidden supports and institutions, expenses, foreign travel, foreign associations. I will not be surprised if at any point in time the attorney has said or insinuated the parents might have asked, is it better we ship him out to somewhere overseas or whatever. I will not be surprised if the attorney has said that's not a bad idea, if he were to just up and go. If he were to just up and go, and we could definitely help him out, and somewhere along the line, maybe 5, 10, 15 years later, just go underground, and then we can figure it out. But I will not be surprised if he has said, I have foreign contacts, I will be able to help you, or I'll put you all in touch with each other, that sort of a thing. I don't think I will not hire this attorney. He's in my I hope I never need one, thank you. But I would not. I just wouldn't. So let's take a look. So second house is values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income. 11th house is like-minded people, groups, and friends. And the 8th house talks about wills, secrets, occult, regeneration, long-term finances. So any which way you can cut it. Second house, 8th house, and 11th house. Absolutely intention, thought, plan. Let's figure this out. Let's just get him out of the house. Let him go hide somewhere in the woods, the swamps, whatever. Because we can't just take him today and just go, pick him up and just go drop him overseas like that and just say, go. There's a little bit of planning, a little bit of whatever. Let's just get him out of the environment, and slowly but surely we'll start moving him away. I'm also going to say, with the Earth card popping up here, consider this, y'all. Uranus, sudden shocks and changes, right? Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, and then you have the Earth card. So I will not be surprised if this attorney is pretty well established, okay? A relationship with them. He's pretty well established as an attorney. He most certainly is not, as we all probably, I don't know how old he is, but he's not somebody who just passed out of law school yesterday and passed his bar exam whenever, last evening type of thing. He's pretty entrenched into wherever the legal, the courts. This guy's got some connections, I'll tell you that much. Okay, and this guy also is very he's successful. But there's also a certain element about him which is, I'm not going to say he's skippy, but there is an element of the magicians, look here, look at all this beautiful stuff. Yeah, let me distract you and I'm going to do this. Kind of a little like that. But I don't know about this guy though. Hang on one second. Let's do something else here. Let me pull out some other cards. Which deck do I want to use? Yeah, let me go back and use this. Bernard, for real. Hello, puppy dog. Okay. We have the Sun card. We have the Page of Swords. Who's this? We have the Chariot. Oh, wait, I didn't show. The Sun card, the Page of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay. Oh, golly. See, here we go again. Bernie, you have to stop your groaning, buddy. People will think there's somebody being tortured over here. What are you doing, boy? Oh, 5 of coins. My cards got messed up. Pisses me off when I do that. 5 o'clock. See, these 5s are popping up. Yeah. Well, are we surprised? Not at all, right? We shouldn't be surprised. Page of Cups. OMG. Okay, so let's take it from the top. The Sun card tells me that most certainly, right? Remember I said Uranus is about sudden shocks and changes. Most definitely. And the Sun card, right? The Sun card is a yes card. The Moon card is a no card for me. The Sun is a Leo card. It talks about the ego. It talks about the will. It talks about happy times, new horizons, expansion, growth, etc. But there was definitely a very, very, very intense conversation attempt at changing their approach, their tactic, their approach, their tactic, how to manage this whole situation with regards to Brian. Now, what this, and again, the Sun card could represent a child or the father, right? So to me, what this is saying is there was a lot of harsh conversations with him. I'm talking about the attorney. What I mean by harsh is not like rude, hey man, you doofus, and not like that, but harsh as in reality, like asking harsh questions, right? And saying, okay, I have to figure out how to move you around. You better well tell me everything. That kind of a thing. As they say, don't lie to your attorney. But also I will say, the attorney, in his defense, I have to say, he was very, very cognizant of the fact and very much knew from the very beginning that Brian did kill Gabby. Okay, he was very well aware of that. He absolutely knew it. He absolutely knew it that yes, this fellow has done that to Gabby. Very well about that. And it's like, you better tell me everything or there's no way I can help you. But I will also say he did tell the parents to watch him carefully and closely because he suspected that he would, sudden changes and shocks, he's going to do something sudden as in of himself. He could be suicidal. You better take care. Better make sure he doesn't do that. And then we talk about the Page of Swords, right? What is the Page of Swords? It talks about a lot of gossip, a lot of prying eyes, a lot of people talking back and forth, etc. And the Chariot card, you better watch him. You better make sure that he doesn't off himself. Okay, you better protect him from all the gossip and all the conversation and the prying eyes, and then we are going to have to move him. The Chariot card is a Cancer card, right? And what does this say? Balance, cross all the T's and dot all the I's, right? The Chariot card also talks about protection, emotions, right? Finding balance, being able to maintain your focus, pay attention to details, okay? And make sure you manage everything so you can drive it forward, right? You have these two strong horses, a lot of energy. If you don't know how to chariot the chariot, right? If you're not a good charioteer, the chariot is going to fall apart and the two horses are going to go 20 different directions. In other words, not only should you be good at what you do, you should be super good at how you manage all this information, in this case information, all the emotions, etc., and be able to tie it all up together and make sure you go present it in a way that's going to be good. In looking at it from a legal perspective, he is like, all this thing that's going around, I have to bring it all together, because literally these are runaway horses. I need to bring it all together, manage it in such a way that it's going to benefit us, the case, to go forward in a smooth manner. Okay, now that's on the Earth card, which tells me that yes, absolutely, he did have the ability, he does have the ability, the attorney, to manage all that information to go. So in other words, he's a very experienced guy, and he does know how to deal with this. Pay attention to detail, pay attention to the minutia, balancing, also have a very balanced emotional approach, not going to lose his temper really easily, that sort of a stuff. Now, with the Page of Swords under Aquarius card, I have to say Aquarius is again Saturn and Uranus, and Page of Swords is an air card. Aquarius is air, right? So there is no doubting that there was a lot of conversations, a lot of talk. We have to do whatever we can to protect this fellow Brian Doofus, and then manage this whole situation. Then we have the Five of Coins and then Five of Clubs. What is the Five of Coins? Five of Coins is Pentacles, is finances. How do we make sure that he is not going to lack finances? Because they thought the plan was, let's move him, okay, let's move him and move him in such a way that, let's get the heat off his back first, and then when it kind of cools down, then we can export him to wherever. So in that case, either way, whether we move him somewhere here, he hangs around, hidden under some hole somewhere or whatever, or goes overseas, how is he going to manage financially? Because finances, you're going to need money one way or the other, right? So that was a big concern. And then we have the Five of Clubs. The Five of Clubs says lot of challenges, right? Lot of obstacles and challenges, and figuring out a way to push this guy, not push, to move this fool. I'm sorry, y'all. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry for calling Brian Laundrie a fool. I'm not sorry. I don't need to apologize for that, because I could call him worse names, but I won't do that. And it would be justified. But anywho, so how do we manage with the financial aspect of it so that, we can get him moving forward? Again, Five of Clubs is a lot of obstacles, and we have Page of Cups. Now remember, Brian Laundrie is a Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign, and he's a page because he's in his early 20s. Yeah, could go as a page, could be seen as a page. How do we figure out a way to get this Page of Cups, this fool, this Laundrie, moving forward? And again, we have that the fish, the Pisces card over there. So when did this incident happen? This incident happened, I thought I just had it, September 19th, right? September 19th to October. So that was Virgo and Libra season, right? So I would not be surprised. 2021, I think I have the calendar. Let me see when the 2021, that's 2021, 2021, this is all April, May. That's not going to help me. 4, do I have a 3? Wait, hold on, y'all. 1, okay, this must be a 3. Yeah, this is a 3. September, wait, she died September 19th, or that's the date that they released that she passed. September 19th, which is a Saturday, Aquarius retrograde. Wow. Wait. No, I'm sorry, not Saturday, Saturn. No, wait, what am I saying? Hang on one second, I'm a bit confused here. My bad. Let's go back. September 17th, last quarter moon in Gemini. September 21st, Jupiter semi-square Saturn, and then you have the Aquarius retrograde. My bad. Okay. Then September 22nd, Sun enters Libra. He died in the Libra season. And then where is number 4? Hang on one second. I'm trying to see if there was some major Pisces activity over there. Jupiter's, okay, Venus enters Libra, first quarter moon, Pluto, Aries, Mercury. Whoa, he died when? Date of death? October 20th, right? November 30th, first quarter moon in Pisces. Okay, so wait, y'all hang on one second, because I'm all over the map. Is this even 20? No, this is 22. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm confused. Oh, yeah, no wonder. No wonder. Okay. Jan. This is 2022 calendar. For a second, I thought I had the 2021 calendar for the planetary positions. My bad. This is all 2022. I was trying to figure out, come on, what happened? Hello, what happened? Oh my God. That's a 2022 calendar. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong calendar. So what I'm going to say over here is, I would not be surprised if they were very seriously thinking about somewhere around the Pisces season, okay, hoping that they would be able to reunite, that sort of a thing, right? So let's move him, let's get him out of here, okay, right away. All this drama happened, let's move him, let's get him out of here. Let's just let it alone, go say your goodbyes, which is why the sister went to say goodbye. Leave him alone. We'll get him moving as far away from this situation as possible, and then the next Pisces season is when we will kind of be prepared until then not to be able to visit with him. Basically, that was the plan. I'm sorry I took the long route. I really apologize, because for a second I thought I had the 2021 calendar for all the planets here. My bad. All right, so that's that. Now I will look here one more time and see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna. What do I want to do? I think I will take my T cards over here and see for an outcome as far as this attorney is concerned. Let's see what transpires. This is a handful. It's a little difficult to shuffle, which is fine. You know, I have tried to divvy this up into 3 different decks, you know, shuffle the first, second, third, and then bring them all together, but somehow not satisfied with it. I just want to do this, and even if cards go flying, that's okay. I'm still shuffling, right? It's not as easy to shuffle this big deck like a regular 78 cards, right? But that's okay. I'm still shuffling, so whatever is meant to come out will come out. This one. This guy is going to be in a little bit of, ooh, okay, that for sure was a flyer. So so I would not be surprised if dealings a relationship with an older man. I'm talking about the attorney. So I wouldn't be surprised if the attorney's association with an older man, and I'm not insinuating a sexual relationship. That's not what I'm saying. Please, let's be clear. Don't twist my words around. His association with an older man, maybe his somebody whose help he might have sought to help Brian. It's like, I have a contact, let me help you, and that contact could be the older man, or maybe this older man is the contact between the Laundries and the attorney. Then it says over here, it talks about he's going to be forced to do something against his will. And what I mean by that is, there could be some information that might pop out that he will feel, oh shoot, the cat's out of the bag. To save my skin, I either drop this case or I fess up to something and walk away from this, because I might get into big boo-boo and I might lose my license. So I feel like the attorney at some point in time is going to have to make a decision whether to save his own behind or to continue with the case. I do believe also if he continues with the case, he's going to be forced to make a decision that will not necessarily be approved by the Laundries, but he'll say, dude and dudette, this is the only option. You know what I mean? That kind of, his hand is going to be forced, which is going to reveal something. Then it talks about someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So I wouldn't be surprised, y'all. And this is the one thing I kind of felt when I was thinking about, okay, I better do this reading. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually walks away from this case and he says I can't do this anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually drops the case and he goes, I'm sorry, I cannot be your attorney anymore, or compromised, or whatever the heck. Whether the court is going to force him to leave this case, or he's just going to back out and say, I can't get into this, or whatever. Or maybe they're going to find out that this fool attorney had something to do with helping these directly, indirectly, even in a minuscule way, and they may say, dude, we have this dirt on you, man, here's the deal, drop this case and tell us what you know, and we'll cut you some slack. It could be that as well, because I do believe this guy is a little bit stressed for himself. Okay. Lenormand. Do I want to see the Lenormand? Let me see what comes of this, because a lot of moving parts, a lot of people involved. As I say, sometimes. And then I'm going to go, did I get all the cards out of this? First and foremost, Kirtana. Yes, I did. Let me make sure. You know how they send that one card that is always like the marketing card? I don't want that. I hope that's not in here. Okay. Very interesting. Wait a second. Did we not have a Cancer moon just now? Hello? 2, 3. Where are we at? Wait, here. This is better. Cancer moon, right? June 29th, we had a new moon in Cancer, right? Oh my goodness, June 29th. Calendar. Okay, May, full moon in Sagittarius on the 14th, right? June, yeah, full moon in Sagittarius on the 14th. And then June, according to this, June 29th was my new moon. 28th. Yeah. 28th, 29th. Yeah. This is 28th and that is 20th. It's the same difference, because if you look at it, Western astrology versus Vedic astrology. So, yeah. Oh, wow. So, wait. June 28th, 29th was just... Oh, no. Oh... Hang on, y'all, because my big camera is kind of gone bust on me now. Hang on. Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all, sometimes I'm like, I was just gone. I didn't record for a couple of days, and it seems like I've forgotten how to operate that camera. I'm like, oh my God, that's so annoying. But I'm just going to pick some cards, like a final cards for this, and then we'll move on. This is going to be a long reading, okay? Because I'm not in any rush. I'm kind of not feeling stressed. 5, and I'll show you the cards. 5, 2, and 13. And I should have said 5. Oh, hello. 5, 2. Oh, shoot. 2. Let me show it there as well. And 13, because, and I'll show you 13 as well. What happened there? Something is missing. I don't know. So let's take a look and see. Mr. 5. What does 5? What is 5? So this again talks about, somebody providing shelter, somebody providing assistance, an acquaintance or an older person giving you some sort of a shelter or assistance, right? And also this talks about sacrifices made in order to save the family, right? Sacrifices made in order to save the family or a family member, which is very, very interesting, right? And then we have 2. So I would say this talks about opportunities that were lost. In other words, did they have an opportunity to come forth and speak the truth and resolve this? Yeah. So opportunities were lost. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? Then what happens? Disappointment. In my opinion. 13 is it's a short-lived union. It's a short-lived well, even if you talk about the union between Gabby and Brian Laundrie, short-lived union. Disappointment, trust is lost. Absolutely, between the 2 of them. But even overall for this attorney, I do believe that there is disappointment and trust has been lost. Remember, I did say, these cards were for the attorney, right? Now remember, I had said there is a possibility they'll say, dude, we got some scoop on you which could make you lose your license. You could be debarred, you could go behind bars. Give us a scoop and we'll let you go free. They could say that, right? So he's probably going to spill the beans, and then he's going to say, yeah, whatever, here you go, this is what I know, and this is, whether he had a part in it or not, he's going to divulge, etc. And then they might cut him some slack, etc., right, for information. And then you have 15. Now, what is 15? We know when we look at a bear, what is the first thing that comes to us when we look at a bear, right? It talks about conflict, all right, a need to for mediation. It talks about, being impulsive, which could cause a lot of problems and a lot of drama. Now, it was impulsive, a lot of problems, a lot of drama. There is a great need for mediation. Remember, I said, again, I'm sorry, I'm harping, I apologize, that they are going to offer the attorney and say, a deal, we have some dirt on you, better let us know. Mediation, that's why that comes about, okay? So let me make sure again, I forgot to turn the cards there. All right, let's put these bad boys away, okay? And then all of these, and then now we will see where we saw the energy for Gabby and Doofus, Brian. We saw what was going on with the attorney. So now let's see what the drama is with regards to the father and the mother, okay? So again, I'm using both of these decks. I'm going to do, I didn't check, keep forgetting father's name, Old Man Laundrie, but I'm going to use 2 decks, one for the Roberta and one for whatever that Doofus's face's name is. Jupiter. Well, here you go, this big camera. Jupiter. Pluto, change. Wow, heavy hitters, y'all. Heavy hitters. And fire. Okay, and for him, we'll do quick spreads for the father. This is for the mother, and this I'm going to do for the father. Moon. Uranus, Libra. Okay, I think it's best we do that. Wait a second, I'm trying to do it, arrange it in such a way that, we can everybody can see the cards laid out even. So that's going to be, right? Okay. Okay. This is for the mother and this is for the father, okay? So for the mother, Roberta, we have Jupiter, Pluto, and fire. So give me 1 second. Ninth house. Okay. 9, and then we have 20, 30, 37, 41, which is 5. 9th house is going to be talking about tonight. So let's take a look. Jupiter, of course, rules Pisces and Sagittarius. Pluto rules Scorpio, and the fire sign, as we know, is 5, which talks about speculation, children, etc. The moon card is a Pisces card, okay, and the Uranus card is rules Aquarius, right, which is sudden changes and shocks. Jupiter is all about expansions. And then we have Libra, right? Libra, what about Libra? Libra is ruled by Venus, and Libra talks about, it's an air card again, and Libra talks about finding the balance, having the ability to make decisions, trying to find the happy medium so as not to rock the boat for anybody and everybody. But here's the thing, y'all, okay? Here's the thing. So Jupiter and Pluto. So she is a Pisces. Gabby is a Pisces. So we have Jupiter. Jupiter, as we know, rules Pisces. Now Brian is a Scorpio, right? And Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. And then we have Libra energy. Hang on a second. So for her, 20, 30, 40, 50, 63, 9,000. So she's a Pisces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which comes back to Scorpio, which is him. And then 20, 30, 37, 41, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ninth house for Pisces is a Scorpio, and fifth house for Scorpio is a Pisces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 9,000. Okay. Anyway, I was just trying to see what the similarities are, or if there's any other relevance here. So the 5th house and the 9th house. So 5 talks about speculation. It talks about kids clearly, right? And 5 also talks about education, knowledge, right? And the 9th house talks about distant travel, higher education, and the intellect, luck, and religion as well. So I will tell you, for her, she's banking on luck, okay? She's banking on intellect, and for him, he's all about speculation. How is this going to go? There's a lot of speculation going on. I don't think we're going to come out of it in the clear. So between the two of them itself, they have a lot of differences. He's willing to negotiate. He's willing to say, hey, you know what? The SHIT has hit the fan. There's no way out of it. There's going to be a lot of sudden changes and shocks. Let's find the happy medium. Let's find the happy medium. Venus, right? If it means we have to pay, if it means we have to settle out of court for the civil suit, let's do whatever. Let's find the balance, and let's be done with this and close the case and move on, because God knows we are not innocent. But she, on the other hand, okay, she's talking about no. We will continue down this path, okay? 9th house, luck, it talks about religion, it talks about distant travel, higher education, and intellect. So in other words, higher education doesn't apply here. Distant travel, you could also say go long distance in this, meaning let's take this forward and go, because we have the intellect, we have the brains, we have the knowledge, we can get out of it. We have luck on our side, we can get out of it. And again, 9th house symbolizes father. So either I don't know if she has a father, or if she has somebody who she considers to be a father or a guide, and she's relying on that individual. Just because she considers the person to be her father, or looks up to that individual as being her mentor, doesn't mean that person is a lot older than her. Could be her peer, but she looks up to that individual. Could be an older brother, a sibling, a cousin, whoever. But then again, she clearly knows that, okay, I'll just say it, he is the weaker link. That's what I think. He is the weaker link. Do I want to use this, or shall I? Oh, throw it around, girlfriend. Just throw the cards around. This is very interesting, y'all. I don't know if I want to use my gypsy cards. Let me see. Hello, girlfriend. Okay, let's use this. That was loud, wasn't it? Oops, my bad. There we go. So. Okay, whatever. Let's use this and then have an outcome of that. Wait a second, y'all. I'm all over the map. Hang on one second. Let me see. Whoa. Wheel of Fortune. Am I surprised? Not at all. The Strength card. See, so in the traditional tarot, the Strength card is 8, right? But here it's number 11, but it shows the force. So number 11 in the traditional tarot is justice. So any which way you look at it, Wheel of Fortune, 10 and 11, progression, and Hermit. Okay. Things are going to go forward in such a way. Justice is going to be served. The sentence is going to be a little bit harsh, a little bit unexpected. The Hermit card does talk about them being given an opportunity to contemplate and to come forth and speak what they need to. A lot of soul searching they will have to do. But I will tell you this, things are constantly moving between the two of them. Things are going to be moving. Their relationship between themselves is going to be moving. The Wheel of Fortune does, again, it's a Jupiter card. It does say, the Wheel of Fortune talks about, nothing is set in stone, things are moving, and therefore more information is going to come to light. But it is also saying they have to be flexible, they have to have the wisdom to understand and know that you either need to stay strong and stay balanced. Remember, this card, just if you consider this a justice card, they have a Libra here, and this is a Libra card. It talks about, we have to stay strong and do the right thing, and do whatever we need to be able to pursue this. And in the interim period of all of this, 9 is the Hermit card, is Virgo. It talks about being quiet, not having too much conversations with the outsiders. Let us just sit back, we as a unit try to figure things out. But I will tell you, I don't think these two are going to be getting along. I would be surprised if they are getting along. There is a conflict. If between the two of them, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the one. The father is the weaker link. And there's a lot of conversations, there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of what do we do, how do we do, stress, etc. But stay strong, take the legal route, we'll pursue this, is what she's saying. And things are changing, things are going to change. He's saying like, no, let's just settle it, let's just let them deal with the civil lawsuit, and let's just pay and be done with it. And she's like, no. Fortune, melancholy. Oh my word. Yeah. So what this is telling me is they are very concerned about their fortune. They are a little bit sad, they're being melancholy. Go figure out what that means. They are kind of, being a little contemplative, worried, a little thinking about shoulda, woulda, coulda. And then we have sighs, which is like holding your breath and waiting for something to give or something to happen. But it's like, I'm not sure if this is going to work out. That sort of an energy. I don't think these are going to. And then we have the room. This does talk about, if you can look at it two different ways. You can say it is a physical room where they are sitting and doing a lot of conversations, a lot of talking, a lot of negotiations. On the other hand, you could say it also means that they are, let me see, hang on one second. What is that number? That's not it, is it? No. It could mean that having conversations, it could mean being secluded, private conversations, wanting to set aside, also being very cognizant about, their own environment. Where are things kept? How are things kept? We are going to have to give up all of this stuff. Very, very aware of the materialistic comforts and things that they might have to give up with regards to if they go in for a civil settlement. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are a lot of conversations going on about this room, this particular place is their security. Okay, this is where they go to kind of figure out things and say, okay, how do we proceed, where do we go from here, what do we do, that sort of a thing. So oh my god, I dropped it again, y'all. What is going on, people? I kid you not, I'm being such butterfingers over here. That's because I have too many things here. Oh my goodness. Hang on, baby. What is that? I don't even know. Shoot. I'm trying to figure this. I'm sorry this is taking so long, but I hope you all don't, I don't even know. Well, I'm not going to be worried about that at the moment. Set aside this. Okay. very interesting case. You know, as I had said earlier, way back when I did this reading, I did say there is going to be a civil suit. They are going to go after these for money, and I hope they find them. I hope they get the money out of them. If it's not going to be a criminal case, they better well get money out of these doofuses. So now let's go take a look and see what the current situation is regarding the case, you know. So, you know, you may say, well, Kitana, you did a reading for Gabby and Brian, one for the parents, one for the attorney. Yes. So now let's take a look and see where the overall energy is as far as the case itself is concerned. And I'm trying to see, let me use this darker deck, you know, let's see. And the reason why I am not focusing on, oh, this is a new one. I haven't even opened this. Hello. Hang on one second. Let me get the other one that's open. Sometimes when I like a particular deck, I get a duplicate of it. I have one that's open. Give me 1 second. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Hold on, baby. Watch out. Oh my God, I was going to trip one. Where is the other deck? Sorry about that, everybody. Like I said, you know, when I like a deck, there are some decks that I get duplicates of. Come on, there we go. There we go. This one is opened and I've used it. So we go through this process. I'm going to do something really quick here. Let me see if I have my things in place over here. I change so much here that, you know, constantly changing. I'm going to just sage really quick because now I want an overall energy for this. Let me see what the outcome is. Bear with me, okay? Really quick saging. So a lot of you may be wondering, what is this? Let me just show you. This is a cigarette. No, it's a cigar or a cigarello. I don't know what. It's some tobacco stuff. No, I don't smoke, but I use it for some of my candle work. So just so you know, I'm not a smoker, but yes, that is a little bit of that. I do it when I'm doing some lost and found type of thing. Just let's assume that. Okay, so there is. Are you still lit? No, in the midst of all that, of course. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all think this is dragging on. I'm kind of a little bit, ow, damn it. Really? Wow. Come on, buddy. Let's get on with this. I'm sure people are kind of like, oh my gosh, she's being so slow. It's so annoying. Sorry. It's just me. This is the way I roll, y'all. This is the way I roll. Skip forward. Okay, just a little bit of sage. That's all I need. Okay, that's all I wanted. Just a little bit of sage to cleanse this spot. So we keep that guy there. Nothing's going to happen over there. Okay, all right. Now let's see what's going on as far as the case is concerned, right? Or the current situation with regards to the case. Like, what's the energy around that? Okay, we have Cancer. We have Uranus. We have Gemini. Very interesting. Very emotional turn this case is going to take. There are definitely going to be some sudden changes. and shocks and turns, and in case it isn't enough already. And then we have Gemini, which is Mercury. It does talk about duality, quick changes. I will not be surprised if there are going to be a clashing of heads, because you do have a lot of emotions. Fourth house, again the mother. Second house, values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income. Second house is job, money, family, etc. Third house, communication, immediate environment, short trips, siblings, adventures. What I am going to tell you is this case is definitely going to go towards a civil trial, is going to go forward. As much as they might try to squish it, it's not. Let's take a look at, okay, this is a, okay, so 29th, where we have Cancer. We just had in June, we had a new moon in Cancer on the 29th, which is just basically yesterday, correct? New moon in Cancer. Then let's see, anything in Aquarius? Yeah, we do. On the 12th of August, we have a full moon in Aquarius, correct? And Gemini, let's see. Not seeing anything in Gemini. Let's check with this calendar. Okay, so 29th was a full moon in Cancer, 29th of June, yesterday. Where are we as far as Uranus is concerned? Uranus, I'm trying to see. So best enter, okay, so that's way back then. And then let's look at Gemini. Gemini, what do we have? I'm not going back to see other planets. I'm just saying I have a short list over here. I'm just looking at this. Otherwise, I'll get lost in the astrology aspect of it. So Mercury. So where are you? Mars enters Gemini on August 20th. Okay, so let's do, and then Mercury enters Virgo on August 4th. Okay, let's do this, y'all. What I'm going to say is definitely this is going to go forward as a civil case. Definitely shocks and changes and sudden twists and turns. There is going to be things that are going to be abrupt. Okay, there is duality, sudden. Maybe duality could also mean that disagreements between the two of them. Duality could also mean that the case is going in one direction, come to find out simultaneously another parallel case is going to be filed. Duality, hang on, oh my god, this thing better. I will not be surprised. Okay, this is what this is indicating. Once they start the civil suit, okay, and once it progresses and even maybe finishes, right, I wouldn't be surprised after the civil process and the process of civil suit and all that is over and done with. I will not be surprised at all if the investigative officers or the investigation, or whoever, the district attorney or whoever is handling the criminal aspect to the case, will come back and will charge the Laundries and pick up the criminal case then. Do you get what I'm saying? So they'll go through with this civil suit. Once the civil suit process is over and done with, the investigative authorities, investigative officers, whoever is dealing with the criminal aspect of this case, the criminal case, they will come back and they will then file criminal charges and serve, warrants or whatever they call that on the parents in a criminal suit. You get what I mean? So I will not be surprised if they are just sitting back and waiting and saying, let the civil suit go through, because I will not be surprised if there is still a lot of hidden stuff, information that is yet to come up, and all that would come forth now during the civil suit, okay? And once that comes forth now in the civil suit, they can use that as evidence. Again, y'all, I am not a criminal attorney. I have no knowledge about investigations. I don't claim to be one. I'm just as a layperson, right, I would think that there will be a lot of stuff that comes out in the open which the police could use as evidence or could use as the missing links. And I wouldn't be surprised if then at that point in time they'll be like, Laundries, okay, here you go. Come here now. We'll set you up. We got this criminal case on you and we're filing charges on you. So, the hermit card. This hermit card pops up quite often, doesn't he? And then Diable, yeah, I'm not surprised. Justice, yes. So the hermit card also could talk about isolation. So I wouldn't be surprised that, once the civil suit is over, they'll come back with their criminal thing. They will come back and they will, restrict them because it is isolation. They will be isolated. The devil card 15, the Diable, as we know, is dependencies. It talks about restrictions, control, right? And then the justice card, right? Justice card, what is that? Decisions, court decisions will be made. Absolutely. So yes, the civil suit is going to go forward. Yes, after this process, the criminal suit charges will be filed. Okay, so not only will these two fools, the Laundries, and I don't know to what extent the sister is going to be charged, if at all, but they did the best they could to protect the sister. But I wouldn't be surprised if these two will at some point in time face incarceration. One way or the other, they will face incarceration. Interesting, isn't it, this case? If only the Laundries had stepped forward and said, look, we are so sorry, okay, that our son did this. Or forget it. Don't even acknowledge that your son did it. Look, I think we know where Gabby is. Let's go find her. Or just return the phone call and say, how can I help? What's going on? I'm as shocked as you are. No, just a little thing like this. All this could have been resolved. Then you know what would have happened? Brian would have been arrested and he would have gotten some time in jail, and he could have claimed that, I was under mental stress, or, how they talk about I was deranged, I went nuts, I lost my mind, and, you know how on different levels they can get away a reduced sentence. He would have probably served 10 to 15 years in jail and he would have gotten out of it. Don't you think that would have been a better outcome than all this mess? Right? Priorities. Holding people accountable. Being fair. How would they have felt if the tables were turned and it was their daughter who, was instead of Gabby, this happened to their daughter? How would they feel? That the other fellow's parents wouldn't come forward, wouldn't communicate. They should have thunk about that, no? These fools. If only they had come clear, if only they had had the strength of character and said, you know what, okay, this has happened, all right, fine, let's own it, let's deal with it and get on with it. They have failed as parents. The moment they refuse to own it and hold Brian accountable and come forth and solve this is the day they prove to the world the caliber of people or the kind of people they are, and they're basically scumbags. I said it. If you don't agree, don't watch. My opinions, my observations. Do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, draw your own opinions. And this is for entertainment purposes only. It's difficult as parents, right, to acknowledge that, our child could be wrong. It's difficult. I understand it. God knows I'm a parent too, right? But at the end of the day, we have to sit back and think, are we causing more harm to the child by protecting the child, as opposed to holding the child accountable for what his or her mistakes are? At the end of the day, you learn from your mistakes and move on. But here is an adult son, okay, and these parents completely let themselves down, let Brian down, let Gabby's family down, let their daughter down, okay, let their grandchildren down, by the sheer stupidity of not coming forth and saying something. They definitely knew what was going on. Right. The Hierophant. Bernie, your hair's everywhere. The Hierophant. talks about Taurus energy, mercy, compassion, need for approval, conformity, mind, body, and spirit. The Hierophant also is symbolic of, organizations, institutions, in my opinion. Order, rules, regulations. We have Seven of Cups. We have the Sun card. Interesting cards. So this case, all right, the Hierophant says, okay, it talks about orders, rules, regulations, conformity, institutions. In other words, it could be symbolic of the judge or the court system. It could also be the justice system, the church, etc., institutions. So when the Hierophant shows up right under the Hermit card, I am going to say that the court, this case is going to go forth successfully in court. Okay, they are going to have a lot of options, a lot of ways that they could charge this family in terms of, this is, I'm talking about a civil suit, right? Seven of Cups talks about having a lot of opportunities, right? Having a lot of choices. So in many, many ways, I do believe they will have it's not just from one perspective, they'll say, oh, based on this one count, we have won the civil suit. They have a lot of counts that they will win on because it's a given. The Sun card to me symbolizes, right under the Justice card, okay, symbolizes to me that this is going to be a successful thing. I will be very, very surprised if Gabby's family does not win a civil suit. I'd be very, very, very surprised. I do believe they will win the civil suit, okay. 10 also is completions, okay. 10 does talk about completions. Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups does talk about, there are going to be a lot of proposals made as to how to resolve this. How do we go about making a proposal or coming up with the verdict that is going to satisfy Gabby's family, emotionally satisfy Gabby's family. See, I'll tell you, Gabby's family, for them, it's not so much going after these fools' money. That's not the aspect. It's one way or the other, we have to hold them accountable. That's the principle behind it. I think, in my opinion, it's not so much, oh, we want the Laundries money, no, it's just on a matter of principle, we want to hold that family accountable. So that's the premise of this. The Lovers card, we have another Gemini card pop up, duality over there. Y'all, I'm telling you this, see, we have a Gemini here again. After this case is over, the civil suit is over, this is going to turn around into a criminal thing. The Laundries will face criminal charges. And then we have 9, which is, this 9 of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Wands. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Yeah, let me move this, right? Okay, I lost it because I made a mess. I don't know what I'm doing here. I want you all to be able to see the cards. Well, I'm sorry, y'all, it's not working out like that, and I'm losing patience with myself. So we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Lovers card, we have the 9 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, okay, and then we have the Chariot card again. The Chariot card has popped up a couple of times. And then we have the 10, oh my God, the 10 of Swords. Okay, so very interesting. So we talked about the Knight of Cups. How do we come to a conclusion and arrival and carry out justice, a verdict that is going to help and going to satisfy the Petito family? The Lovers card, as we know, talks about choices, dualities, decisions to be made, right? And so there, even at that point in time, there is going to be a little bit of, back and forth maybe as to how do we go about what is the right decision to take. Now, here's the thing I'm going to say. I do believe, I would be very I would be very surprised if the Petito family doesn't win a civil suit against this family. I don't know the amount, but the civil suit. I'd be very, very surprised if they don't. But then again, there is going to be another decision that's going to be made, that's going to come out of the blue, and that's literally going to eat away at the Laundries. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles does talk about self-sufficiency, being sufficient, being able to take care of themselves, being satisfied temporarily, right? This is not long-term financial securities. For the moment, they're satisfied. So the Petito family will be temporarily satisfied with the verdict. Then we have the Queen of Wands. As we know, the Queen of Wands does talk about having the confidence, the self-assuredness to take further action. And what is the further action? The further action is the Chariot card, which is a Cancer card. The Chariot card does talk about protection, emotionally being balanced, protecting your emotions. Yes, it talks about maintaining focus, paying attention to detail, continuing to move forward. Chariot, momentum, moving forward. So taking action, even though they are satisfied with the verdict. Remember this Lovers card, I said duality. There's going to be something else happening, another case, another verdict, whatever that's going to eat up the Laundries, which I do believe is going to be the criminal aspect, is going to come about after the case is over. Going to take action. That is going to pick up momentum, which is finally going to be the Ten of Swords for the Laundrie family, which is, oh shoot, now it's the end of the road for us. Complete and utter, loss, complete and utter failure. It's completely done. It's like over and done. So this is not the y'all. I tell you, if the Laundrie family ever gets away with this, I will lose complete faith in our justice system. That'll be just too much. That's going to cause such an uproar, because this is just, there's no way under the sun the Laundrie family can get away with it, and there's no way under the sun they should. They have to be held responsible, held accountable for their part in this whole thing. They call Moon card, which is a Pisces card, right? I do believe after the Ten of Pentacles, they get the Moon card. 18, 8 plus 1, 9. I do believe this card is going to talk about, see, Moon card does talk, yes, in the traditional tarot it's a no card, but the Moon card also does talk about being hidden, being set aside, not having the privilege and the opportunity to come out and enjoy life in the sun, always being in the shadows, always having that dark cloud hanging over your head. Incarceration, I will not be surprised. Ace of Sword, Justice is served. Absolutely. This talks about clarity. Finally, it's like the decision was made. It's the right decision, and with that clarity that the decision was made. I would be super surprised if this family gets away with it. And then we have the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords does talk about somebody who is a strategic thinker, who has the ability to make decisions. Again, this is a Saturn card. So this does Saturn again. What is Saturn? Restrictions. I'm going to tell you, y'all, whoever this judge is who's going to preside over this case is going to be a bit of a firecracker. Very clear in his thinking, not afraid to speak his mind, will call the shots, and will be like, no, I'm not going to cut you no slack. Whoever this individual is definitely going to call the shots. Very strategic in his thinking, really capable, really worthy of the position he or she has. And Saturn, restrictions. Saturn is the grandfather of the zodiac. He's the one who teaches you the hard lessons. It is not going to be a simple sentence, easy sentence. I don't think. Oh my goodness. I need another card to pick this up. Hold on, Burn Boy. I'm almost done, baby. You've been very patient. Yes. And we have Two of Pentacles here. Okay. Now, what does a Two of Pentacles talk? Choices, weighing the pros and cons, and the options, right? King of Cups, emotions, and the Hermit card. So there will be a what you call those appeal. Naturally, they are entitled to an appeal. There will be an appeal. They will have to make a decision. It's either like, how they say, fess up and you get a lesser sentence, or what, oh my God, I can't even get the words out. It's like basically agree that you made the mistake, and then you get a different sentence as opposed to deny, or whatever the legal term is. I'm having a major couple of my brain cells right now are not wanting to wake up, so I'm sorry. Okay. I don't want to say a senior moment because that wouldn't be right. So I do believe they're going to have to say, yes, I agree, I made the mistake, or no, I didn't. So that's their choice. That's their Two of Pentacles. There is going to be a coming back and negotiating, coming back and filing for what is that? A motion to appeal on an emotional basis. They're going to go off that. They're going to do that and say, oh my God, lessen the sentencing because, we are so emotionally fragile, yada, yada. But again, the Hermit card. Hermit card to me talks about being in solitude. But I am going to say at the end of the day, the Petito family is going to have an emotional win. For them, it's not so much a financial thing. For them, it's like one way or the other, we have to hold the Petitos responsible for their part in it. Now, did the Petito, I'm sorry, the Petito family is going to say one way or the other, we have to hold the Laundries responsible for this. Yes, I hope I didn't mess up the names there. Because whether the Laundries were actually physically responsible for Gabby's death or not, that's not the issue. But indirectly, they are responsible for the whole drama. They should have fessed up. So they just want them to acknowledge that, and the fact that they basically assisted Brian Lundgren getting away. So for the Petito family, for them, it's not about money. It's just holding the Laundries responsible for their part in it. So for a second, I got confused with the names there because I'm talking so much. So please excuse me. Anywho, I'm going to stop this reading now. I know y'all, this kind of went on. I really didn't expect to do this, and I really didn't think it was going to go this long. But to whoever, Wilman, a whole bunch of other people who email me and who are leaving comments, do a reading. Here you go, y'all. Thank you so much, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. Please give me a thumbs up. And y'all, one thing I will say is, please read watch the video in its entirety. Now, yes, granted, it's a long video, but I have noticed that sometimes folks, they just see bits and pieces of it and jump to conclusions and think all kinds of different things, and they post some weird comments, and I'm like, no, that's not what I said. Please go back and watch the video, so watch it in its entirety, although it's a little bit long, albeit I get it. And thank you to my subscribers, and feel free to mention in the comment section if there's any other particular case that you would like for me to do a reading on. Also tomorrow, Friday, right, at 7 p.m. 1900 hours Central Standard Time, I will have a live stream on YouTube. I haven't decided what case I'm going to work on. Usually Fridays it's Lost But Not Forgotten. I do a lot of these cases where people have gone missing, etc. So feel free to join in on that. Thank you so much. Blessed be, and see you tomorrow actually, y'all. All right, have a great night.